Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of Jobbing with the Jims. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. I'm here with my good friend Jim Filippi from the Filippi Law Group. Jim, are you drinking some coffee this morning? It is Jobbing with the Jims. It's nice to at least pretend that you're not drinking vodka.
Well, I wish I could say I was drinking coffee, but even though I used to work graveyard, I still didn't drink coffee, and I don't know that I ever will. But I know you do. So what's going on in that Java cup of yours?
Like a fish. I'm drinking some coffee. It's very good.
How good is it?
It's so good. The FBI raided my house at midnight. So
I have a question for you. Oh, wait, pop quiz, hot shot.
Okay.
So you are a listing agent on a house. Seller comes to you and says, I have a question about what I need to disclose. I know I have to disclose if there's a death on my house, in my house or on my property, but do I have to disclose the murder that happened next door?
Okay, you know what, Jim? It's interesting that you asked that because not too long ago there was a murder right outside one of my wonderful listings. So I'm going to tell the story again because I don't know if anybody watches our show. So I'm not going to worry about anybody hearing the story twice. I've got this wonderful assistant that notices all the bad in the world. I notice only good, unfortunately. And that's how I found this good attorney named Jim Filippi to be my buddy. We went to the house. And she says, Jim, did you notice that blood? Oh, did you notice that bullet hole in the window? And that's when we start asking the client to tell us some information. They said, well, nobody died in the house. They didn't even die on the property. Somebody was shot outside the house and on the dirt or the yard outside. They went to the hospital. They didn't die for another 3 days. Well, I'm obligated to disclose if I know, and you, the seller, are obligated to disclose if you know if somebody died in the property within the last 3 years. Now, if there's some sort of notorious activity, like somebody coming to your house, getting shot by somebody, then yeah, you do have to disclose it because it is a fact that may determine a different outcome as far as the saleability or the value of your house. And if it turns out you're in gangland and people are driving by and shooting people all the time, yeah, it's probably the smartest thing in the world to disclose, because I'm going to guess that if you don't disclose it, somebody's going to call a good buddy like mine, Jim Filippi, and say, hey, can you sue these people? I want them to buy the house back from me at top dollar. Can you see that happening, Jim?
Oh yeah, and good job on the answer there, hotshot.
Thank you. I don't know.
The reality of it is anytime you have a material fact that's going to affect the value of the property, you have to disclose it. That's just the simple answer to it. And it's important that you disclose and over disclose, right? You've been down those stories quite a bit. So
exactly. Yeah. You shouldn't. Yeah, like I had a person that just wrote down everything, and like 30 years ago, they buried their cat in the backyard. They disclosed that. It doesn't ever hurt to disclose too much information. So, and we're changing our sewer lateral right now at my house, and we're going to disclose that. And I'm telling my wife that even though it's costing thousands of dollars, it's something that if we sell, the new buyer is not going to have to pay for. So I'm looking at that as a good disclosure, and nobody's been killed on our property that I know of
yet.
Okay, we're gonna see. Jim, will you come back tomorrow for another episode?
I'll be here. I couldn't miss it.
Okay, that's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.